Hello, everybody. Hello, y'all. Welcome to Cook and Chat. Cook and Chat. Yes, we are cooking. We are making. We're cooking and making lobster rolls today. This is my very first time doing lobster rolls. So, y'all, I'm here learning just like you are today. So it's either going to be a hit or a miss. But I'm doing lobster rolls. I saw a recipe, was actually two recipes, and I said I want to go ahead and try the two recipes. So I'm going to do two different type lobster rolls today. We're going to attempt to do two different types of lobster rolls today. So y'all bear with me. Now, for those of you that are just jumping on, go ahead and please share the live, share the love, share the live. For those of you that are on TikTok and YouTube, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click the subscribe button and share the live. Share the live. And while y'all doing that, for those of you over there on Facebook, I can't remember which is which. Okay, so I think this is TikTok. I think this is Facebook. And then this is YouTube. I think that's right. But for those of you on Facebook, go ahead and share the live. And I'm going to share my live on Facebook before we get started. I'm going to share the live. I can't find the live. Wait a minute, y'all. I can't find the live on my oh, here we go. On my Facebook page. Let me turn the volume down here. Okay. So we got now TikTok. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me on TikTok? The last time I went live on TikTok with my cooking chat, you guys couldn't hear me. So please let me know on TikTok. TikTok always come through. Y'all always show me a lot of love whenever I go live. Please let me know if you can hear me on TikTok. Please let me know. I pray you guys can hear me this time because I don't know what happened the last time. I really don't know what happened. And when you come in, please say hello to me in the comment section. Facebook, say hello to me in the comment section. TikTok, say hello to me in the comment section. And TikTok, please let me know if you guys can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Please let me know. Yes? A simple yes. A simple yes is all I need. Let me know if you can hear me. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and share my live too. Let me share the live. Let me share the live. So I've shared the live. Now, hold up, y'all. Let me try to find a good place to put this so I can read the comments as I go along on Facebook. As I can read my comments as I go along on Facebook. But yeah, so today we are doing a lobster roll. Y'all, TikTok, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Please let me know. Can you hear me on TikTok? You know what? And I meant to take my Bluetooth off. Oh gosh, I hope I don't have it. Let me see here. Okay, I have it off, so I can take this off. Hold on a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me put my Bluetooth back in the case, which I cannot locate at the time. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Okay. Y'all, I'm coming. Give me a minute. Okay, TikTok, can y'all hear me? Can y'all, TikTok, come on, let me know. Can you hear me before I get started? I don't want to get started if you guys can't hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, TikTok. I don't see nobody putting, yeah, no. I see a lot of people on, but nobody's telling me whether you can hear me or not. Say hi. Okay, I don't know if TikTok can hear me or not. Apparently not, because nobody put yes or no in the comment section. But as you get on Facebook, y'all, say hi to me in the comment section so I can say hello back. YouTube, same. Say hi to me in the comment section. I don't with YouTube. I don't really quite know how. Let me see. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, like I said, this will be my first time doing this, but these are the ingredients that you will need for the lobster rolls. Okay, so first, of course, you're gonna need. Let me show y'all the lobsters here. Of course, you're gonna need your lobsters. Yeah, I had to wash my lobsters. I'm sorry. Of course, you're gonna need your lobsters. So I got two lobster tails. I got 2 lobster tails. And you're gonna need your bread. You need your bread, and these are the Brioche. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And these are the split top hot dog rolls. Split top hot dog rolls. I don't know what's going on over there on TikTok. Okay. And then we have you're gonna need, for one of the recipes, you're gonna need mayo. I don't even know if I put mayo on there, which I should have put mayo, but if I didn't, grab you some mayo out the fridge. You're gonna need some mayo. I'm American Whip type of person. I don't know about you guys. I know some people like Dukes and all that other stuff, but no, I like Miracle Whip. That's what I'm gonna do, Miracle Whip. You're gonna need onion. I don't think I put onion on there either, and you don't have to put onion if you don't want to in your recipe, but I'm gonna use some onion because I love onions. So I'm gonna use onions. You're gonna need, now y'all, I put a lemon in the recipe. I went to the grocery store, got all the way back home, and forgot the lemon. Because I wanted to use a fresh lemon with this. But since I don't have a fresh lemon, real lemon juice, gonna have to substitute today. Real lemon juice. Okay? And then you'll need your fresh dill. You got your fresh dill. TikTok, can y'all hear me? I hope you guys can hear me on TikTok. Not sure whether you can or not. But anyway, you're also going to need lemon pepper seasoning. This is lemon pepper. You need some black pepper. I don't know if I even put that on there, black pepper. Old Bay. Old Bay. You can't do seafood without some type of Old Bay or Cajun seasoning. So I got some Old Bay. And then I had the garlic paste on there. I went to Walmart, y'all. This is all they had. The mixed garlic. So I'm going to have to use this instead of the garlic paste. And of course, seasoned salt. A little bit of seasoning salt you're going to need. And I got my celery here. You're going to need celery. And you need some margarine. You need your margarine. I think I put butter on there, but I'm using margarine. And I think that's it. That's everything. That's all you're going to need in order to do this recipe. So we're going to first get started. And you guys know with seafood, with lobster and shrimp, you know, it doesn't take that long for that stuff to cook. So we're not going to go ahead and get the pan hot just yet, because we still got to cut up. And normally, y'all, I do prep my onions and my celery and all that kind of stuff before I get started, but today I just didn't have a chance to. So I am so sorry about that. But hey, Sister Jeanette, thank you for joining us. Please share the live. Please share the live. As y'all get on, please share the live. I'm trying to keep up with my comments on Facebook, so y'all bear with me. But yeah, we're gonna cut our celeries up. Well, our celery. We're gonna cut up our celery, and you're gonna cut it in really small pieces, y'all. What I did, I cut the stalk in half, and now I'm cutting it in small pieces. Okay? And after we cut up the celery, we're going to cut up our onions. But in the meantime, before we get to our onions, so remember this is cooked in chat. And so what I wanted to talk with you guys today about, hey Melody, thank you for joining us. Please share the live as you come on. Please share the live. Please click the like button also when you come on. And y'all, what I wanted to talk to y'all today about, and I know a lot of people suffer from diabetes, you know, some type of diabetes. And for those of you that don't suffer from diabetes, I'm pretty sure you know someone that's suffering from diabetes. Diabetes is, and it could be a deadly disease. Diabetes actually runs in my family. I had a sister who recently died. She didn't die from diabetes, but she did have a lot of complications when it came down to diabetes. I had a father that passed away from diabetes. Before he passed away, he actually had both of his legs amputated before he passed away. And I remember the day so well, you guys. My dad, he suffered for many, many years in the hospital. Well, not in the hospital, but he suffered many, many years and was back and forth in the hospital with diabetes. And diabetes, whenever you have diabetes, you have to really be careful with getting any type of bruises or scars or scrapes, anything like that, because that could really, really, it could be deadly. It could be deadly. And with my dad, I remember this, y'all. My dad, he used to be, he was a painter. He had his own painting company. And I guess with the painting company, being that he would be around builders and people, you know, I guess that renovated or whatever houses. So apparently, somehow or another, he stepped on a nail. He stepped on a nail. And y'all, I'm cutting up my onions now. He stepped on a nail, y'all, while working one day. But this was the thing, you guys. He didn't even notice. He didn't know, because being that he had diabetes, he didn't really have any feelings in his foot, in his leg, one of his legs. He really didn't have any feelings. And so, hey TikTok, thank y'all so much for joining me, TikTok. And so what happened? He stepped on this nail, and he didn't realize that he had stepped on a nail. So this nail was plunged into his shoe. And so every day that he got up to go to work, he put those shoes on. And so with that nail sticking through that shoe, every day that nail was going in that hole that had that pierced in his foot, in the bottom of his foot, and he didn't even know it. So he was taking and that nail, every day he put that shoe on, that nail was going into that foot, and he was walking around all day long with this nail in his shoe that was in his foot, and he didn't even realize it, and he didn't even know it. And so I think my mom was the one who discovered that he had a nail in his shoe. I think what happened was that foot, it started getting infected. It started swelling up, and so they didn't know the reason why. I think when he went to the doctor, I don't know whether the doctor discovered that he had a hole under his foot, but however, they were trying to figure out where that hole came from. And so lo and behold, they checked his shoes, and sure enough, he had, thank you, Sister Jeanette, for sharing. He had a hole in the bottom of his foot from that nail that was stuck in his shoe. And they don't know how many months that had been going on with him putting that shoe on every day, and that nail going in that hole under his foot. They don't know how long it was going on. And so, and y'all, now I'm getting ready to cut up my dill, and I'm gonna wash some of my dill. I'm gonna wash my dill. Hey TikTok, y'all, please share the live. Share the live. I asked y'all to let me know whether you can hear me or not, and I guess you guys can hear me on TikTok because I see a lot of you are still here and you're throwing up hearts, so I assume you can hear me. Nobody put whether they could or couldn't hear me in the chat, so I'm assuming that you guys can hear me over on TikTok. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut up. I'm gonna chop up some of my dill, and y'all know me. I don't care if the spices or vegetables or whatever is in a pack or not. I'm gonna always wash, and I try to tell you guys that too. Because even if it's in a pack, you guys, you don't know who the last person touched that before it actually got packed up. You just don't know. So that's why I always like to wash my spices or my veggies before I cook them. That's just me. That's just what I like to do. Okay, so but getting back to my dad, y'all. So, like I said, they didn't know how long that was going on with him putting that nail back in his foot each time he put on his work shoe. Each time he put on his work shoe. Hey, Angie B. Hey, Angie B. And so let's put this on the side for right now, y'all. Let's get this out of the way because we're going to have to cut up. Oh, I need this bowl. I need to put this stuff here in a bowl or something because why I didn't get out a plate? Because we definitely going to need a plate. But I need a bowl. I'm going to use this. I need a bowl to put my veggies in. Well, my onions and my celery and my dill. So I can use this cutting board. I need this cutting board here to cut my lobster tails up. I gotta cut up my lobster tail. Now y'all gonna have to bear with me with these lobster tails because guess what? I ain't never cooked no lobster tail myself. I never cooked a lobster tail myself. Every time I got lobster, it was already cooked. So this is gonna be really my first time cooking lobster tails. But give me a minute, I'm rinsing off my cutting board so I can use it for my lobster tails, to cut out my lobster tails. Okay, here we go. But y'all, so getting back to what I was saying about my dad. So what had to happen? He my glasses keep falling down. Y'all excuse my attire today. I know y'all see I got on a hat. Yeah, I got on a hat. It's a bad hair day. No, I just felt like putting on a hat because I don't have any hair. So bad hair day, I don't think I really experienced those. But I just felt like putting on a hat today. But anyway, with my dad, he had to end up getting his leg amputated. Yeah, because it got gangrene in it from that nail, it got infected. And so he had to end up getting his leg amputated. Y'all, bear with me now. I'm gonna attempt this because I ain't never, ever cooked a lobster tail in my, have I? Not like this, not the way I'm getting ready to do it. I think my husband probably did before, and I watched. But no, I think this is gonna be my first time, especially trying to take it out of the shell and all of that. But anyway, I'm going to split it down the middle because that's what I saw them do when I saw the recipe. When I saw them doing the recipe, they split it down the middle. So we're going to split it down the middle. And let me go ahead and get my, the stove and my pan hot with some margarine. So go ahead and get some margarine. And we also going to add some, onions and, just onions in our pan. We're definitely going to add some onions in our pan with the lobster. But let me go ahead and y'all, it's up to you. I say about a tablespoon of margarine or butter, whichever you're using. But anyway, so what happened was he had to get that leg amputated, you guys, because of the gangrene that had set in his leg. And so after that, he had to actually, y'all, I'm taking the shell off the lobster now. I'm taking the shell. That came out pretty good. So far, so good. All right. Okay, I see me. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other one. I think I left some lobster in there. I cut that a little too far up. So we got a little bit more lobster in there. So so after that, you guys, he actually had to have his other leg amputated some years later. He had to have his other leg amputated. Let me wash my hands. And I don't remember the reason why he had to have that leg amputated. But I remember, y'all. I remember this also well. My glasses keep want to fall down. I remember this also well. When he had his second leg amputated, I remember going to the hospital to visit him, and he was in such good spirit. I mean, when I tell you he had looked like they say somebody looked like new money, he had looked like new money. I mean, he looked so good, and he said he felt so good. That was probably the best I had seen him look and feel in many years. So I'm not sure whether it was because of them taking that other leg off, and maybe that was infected and it had him feeling sick, but this is what my theory is. And I'm going to tell you why I say this is what my theory is. When I went to see him, me and my husband that day, like I said, he was in such good spirit. And if anybody that knows my dad or knew my dad, you know that my dad, you hardly ever could get a smile out of him. He was just that type of person. He was in the military. I think he was in the Navy, either the Navy or the Marines. But whichever one he was in, he didn't play. He was a true military father. He didn't play at all. And he was very strict and he was very stern. And so, seeing him being happy like that, in such good spirit, like I said, it had been, I don't even know if I had ever seen my dad, in such good spirit like that. But my theory to this, okay. Now you want to show out. Okay. And for those of you on Facebook, y'all know me. Y'all got to watch the stove. Please watch the stove for me and let me know. Please check the stove. But But yeah, so my theory behind the whole thing is, I think that, I don't know, I just think that, you know, they say when it's your time to go, some people be in such good mood. They just feel so good. They just be in good spirit. And I really think that was the reason why he was feeling that way. Because it was his time. Because the very next morning, when I went up to see him that day, probably that night, he died. He died. So for me, I think it was because it was his time. You know, he probably felt like it was his time. And he was just feeling good. He was just feeling like, when I say good, he was really happy and talking and smiling. And he even said himself, oh, I feel so good. I feel so much better. And so I think, I think it was because of that. But I don't know. I have other siblings who probably beg to differ because, you know, they have other theories. But that's just what I thought, you know. So now I'm cutting my lobster tails in chunks, you guys. We gotta cut them in chunks so we can put them on our sandwich once we get them cooked. So I'm cutting them in chunks. Cutting them in chunks. And when I say cut them in chunks, this is what I mean. I'm cutting them in chunks. Cutting them in chunks. Okay, so, and that's why I said today I wanted to talk with you guys about diabetes and probably some of the things that you can do to prevent, or some of the things, if you already have it, that you can do that could probably, you know, help or get it reversed. Because for me doing my research, I found out that certain types of diabetes, if not all of them, are reversible. So if you do the right thing, eat the right things, you can possibly reverse your diabetes. Especially if you have like type 1 or your early stages. Most definitely, if you do the right thing, you can reverse that situation. And so, let's see what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to go ahead and cook my lobster. So, I'm gonna split it up, because remember I told y'all I'm doing 2 different type recipes. I have 2 different type recipes. I'm gonna split them. Yeah, we'll do that. I have 2 different type recipes that I'm gonna try. One is gonna be a lobster roll with a mayo base. And the other one is just going to be the garlic with the celery and the onions and the butter. It's not gonna have any mayo in it. Okay? So here we go. Now, we're gonna go ahead and I wanna put some onions in a pan. Some onions. So I'm gonna add a little bit of onions here. And I'm also gonna put I probably add a little bit of raw onions in my mixture, because once I get the lobster cooked, we are going to make our mixture. Let's turn this down. Okay, so now this is what we're gonna do. We want to season. Do I have another pan? Y'all, I don't know what I was thinking about. Let me get something small so I can season. My lobster in. So we're putting some lemon juice. This is where I would have used my fresh lemon. My fresh fresh lemon if I had a fresh lemon, which I don't have. And then we're gonna, this thing is cooking fast. Okay, Facebook, y'all supposed to be watching this for me. Who I not on Facebook? Y'all not watching the store for me? Y'all know I need your help. Okay, now I'm put some lemon pepper. And then we're gonna add our Old Bay. Remember, you need your Old Bay when you're doing seafood. Old Bay or some type of Cajun seasoning. And then I'm going to add some black pepper. I'm getting ready to put the whole thing in there. Some black pepper. And then I'm going to add just a tad bit of seasoning salt. That's it. That is it. And so we're going to mix that around in there. And now we're going to go ahead and put our lobster in the pan. That is already hot. And the onions almost burnt. The onions almost burnt. They're not quite burnt, but they're almost burnt. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and cook the lobster. And remember what I said about lobster. It really don't take a long time for you to cook seafood, lobster, and shrimp. So you have to really keep an eye on it because you don't want to overcook your seafood. They will turn out rubbery. You don't want to overcook your seafood. Okay? So I'm going to keep an eye on this and make sure I don't overcook my seafood. But yeah, like I was saying about the diabetes, you guys. Diabetes, as most of you already know, let me put my glasses up. Oh. Okay, all diabetes is your blood glucose level, and when it's hold on a minute, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Oh, okay. So all diabetes is your blood glucose level when it's high, when it's at a high level, and your body is not producing the insulin that it needs in order to operate properly. That's all diabetes is. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this out. That's what I was saying. I needed me. Let's see here. I need me a plate. Let's get a plate out here. Okay. Let me rinse off my plate. I should have had another bowl, but we're gonna put this on a plate for the time. So this is for one of the lobster rolls. Now we're getting ready to cook the lobster. But no, let's finish this one. Let's make the sauce. Let's do the sauce. So I'm going to need another bowl. Well, how many bowls I'm gonna need here today? Y'all bear with me. I ain't got too much more bowls in here now. Okay, this one is good. Okay, so I'm going to make the sauce, or make the mixture, the lobster mixture. Here we go. I'm going to put this, let's put this in here. Because I'm getting ready to season these so I can go ahead and I can cook these next. And y'all, this don't take long at all. I think the thing that takes the longest is the prep time. The prep time. That's probably the thing that takes the longest when it comes to these lobster rolls. Let's wash off our prep here. Let's wash this off really good. Okay, so we got that washed off really good. Okay, so here we go. Now, what you're going to need your mayonnaise. I use Miracle Whip. Like I said, I use Miracle Whip. You can use Duke. Some people like Dukes. I don't care for Duke, so I'm using Miracle Whip. That's just me, okay? And you're gonna take a couple of tablespoons. A couple of tablespoons. Okay. And after you do your, and I might put some more, I don't know yet. But after you do that, now we're gonna add in our, where did I put it? Oh, here we go. We're gonna add in some more celery. Well, we ain't add no celery in nothing yet. I thought we put some, but the next recipe we're gonna use celery when we cook our lobster. And I'm gonna add in a few onions too, because like I said, I love onions. So I'm gonna add in a few onions. And we're gonna add in some more. Ooh, that is hot, but I don't want to turn it off. We're gonna add in some more Old Bay seasoning, some black pepper, some lemon pepper, and just a tad bit of seasoning salt. Ooh, I might put a little bit too much of that. I didn't want to put that much seasoning salt in there. And then we're going to add in some dill. Where's my dill? We're going to add some dill. So we add in some dill. My chopped dill. And we're going to stir that all around. And then guess what, you guys? We're going to put in our lobster. We're going to add our lobster to the mixture. I don't think I'm going to add, look at my onions, y'all. See, I told y'all my onions, they turn black. Yeah, they cook a little bit too much. I don't think I'm going to add all of those in there. I don't like the way them look. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave those out. I'm going to leave those out because I cook those too much. But I still have onions in my mixture here. I have the raw onions. So I'm going to leave those out. I don't want those. I cook those a little too much. Okay. So, now we are going to, we're going to stir everything together. Stir everything together. And that one is ready for our bread. So we're going to put this one on the side. We're going to put that on the side. And now we're going to make the lobster for our next lobster roll, which is going to be a little different. Remember with this one, I told you we're not going to do mayo. We're not adding mayo. So I'm going to put my pan on the hot eye. And we're going to go ahead and get our lobster seasoned. So we're going to add in the lemon juice. And then we're going to add some lemon pepper. And then we're adding some Old Bay. And then, oh, let me put some margarine in the pan here. Add some margarine. Okay. And then we add in a little seasoning salt. And that is it. And now, with this one, we're going to add some of our garlic paste or minced garlic. I got minced garlic. We're adding that to the pan. And as you can see, I'm putting quite a bit of the minced garlic in there. And I'm going to add in my celery and my onions. My celery and my onions. Yeah. y'all, getting back to the diabetes thing. So, with diabetes, you know, a lot of people do insulin. They take insulin because of their diabetes. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize that sometimes your body can reject the insulin. And you start having all different types of symptoms, but you don't know. You know, you're thinking that it's normal because you just start taking the insulin. You know, you really don't know. And or it could get to the point where your body is kind of used to the insulin, and actually it could be too much. And so with you injecting the insulin in, you could start like some people probably would, you know, they probably would gain weight. I don't know if you all take insulin or know somebody that takes insulin, and then all of a sudden they just blow up. It's probably the insulin. And the reason why I say the insulin is probably because they are getting too much insulin. You know, it's a high level of insulin. You probably know some people. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and add my I wanted the onions and stuff to cook down a little bit more though. I'm gonna let it cook down a little more. This stove here is cooking so fast. But I'm gonna put a little bit more Old Bay in there. Not only with gaining weight, you know, it could lead to, you know, you getting in your insulin being at a high level. It could get to you having high blood pressure. You know, you could have high blood pressure from that. What else? Some of the other side effects that could come from you and getting in too much insulin. Heart attack, strokes, that could come if you get in too much insulin. Some people have ringing in the ears, you know. Some people, what they call the thing, vertigo, that could be one thing. If your body is, you know, getting in too much insulin or producing too much insulin, you could get vertigo, where you're feeling dizzy or, you know, you're unbalanced. That's one of the side effects when your body is getting in a high level of insulin. Okay, y'all. Let me let that cook a little bit more. A little bit, just a little bit more. What else? I'm gonna have to let this stove, I don't know why this stove is trying to cook so fast. But we're gonna let that cook on down. We're gonna let that cook down. What else? It could lead to, I did say high blood pressure. I did say weight gain, erectile dysfunction for men, erectile dysfunction. If you find some men who are having problems with getting aroused, that could be one of the reasons why. That could be a reason why. What else? For the men, enlarged prostates. That could be a reason why too. So if you are experiencing any of this stuff, for women, you can, you know, women that experience like cysts on the ovaries, you know, have a lot of problems with having a lot of cysts on their ovaries. That could be a reason why too. Your body's getting in too much insulin. It's at a high level of insulin. So those are some of the things that if you are experiencing that, you need to talk with your doctor and find out and see if that is the case. See if that is the case. Now, I'm going to tell tell y'all 5 foods that you should stay away from. If you are diabetic and you're trying to reverse it, or you're trying to get better, or you're just trying to live. You're just trying to live. One thing is processed foods. Processed foods like white flour, pasta, white rice, white bread. Those type of things you should stay away from, especially if you are a diabetic. Those are the things that are contributing to you being a diabetic. You should stay away from anything processed. Anything processed. Processed foods have no type of purpose at all. Because you got to realize, for it to be processed, they have taken out all the vitamins, all the proteins, all the iron, everything that's good that was in it, they have stricken it from that so it can stay on the shelves longer. So it really benefits you none at all to eat processed foods. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not guilty, because I am guilty, but I thank God I don't have diabetes. So I'm talking to those of you who want to prevent you from getting it, or those of you that are suffering with diabetes right now. Yeah, processed foods, stay away from them. They benefit you none at all when it comes down to nutrients. None at all, because there's nothing there. They have stricken the foods of all the vitamins, the ions, the minerals. Anything that's good is gone. It's gone. So stay away from processed food. Stay away from carbonated drinks. Carbonated drinks, and even though you see some of them, you know, they with carbonated drinks, they have a whole lot of sugar. A whole lot of sugar. They do. So you have to stay away from the carbonated drinks, you guys. Any type of liquid like lemonade, tea, Kool-Aid, all of those type things loaded with sugar. You don't need that. It's loaded with sugar. You don't need that. It's like you drinking liquid sugar. Every time you drink a cup of lemonade, tea, Kool-Aid, it's like you drinking liquid sugar. It's like taking a handful of sugar and putting it in your hand and just throwing it in your blood. That's what it's like when you drinking those type of drinks. That's what it's like. And you got to realize, you know, when you eating foods that have sugar in it, natural sugar, it actually feeds it to your your kidneys slowly, you know. And by you like drinking carbonated drinks or drinking lemonade or tea or Kool-Aid or things of that sort with added sugar, all you're doing is just taking and you giving it to your body all at one time. And that's why your kidneys and your liver get all dysfunctional. So you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful of that. What else? What other kind of foods? I'm trying to think of what other kind of foods that you need to stay away from when you are diabetic. When you are a diabetic, I talked about the drinks. I talked about the starches. It's starches. Starches, which are your potatoes, corn. Y'all, I know y'all hate to hear that. Corn, potatoes. You got to stay away from that stuff, because once you eat that stuff, it turns into sugar in your body. So you have to stay away from the corn. You have to stay away from the sugar. You have to stay away from the white rice. You have to stay away from the pasta. You have to stay away from the white breads. Those things you have to stay away from, because once you eat it, it turns into sugar in your body. It doesn't help when you're diabetic. Okay? So, okay, y'all, while I'm talking, let me go ahead and get my pan together because we're getting ready to do our bread. And we are going to butter and brown our bread. And I know I just told y'all to be careful about white bread, but if you're diabetic, go and get you some wheat bread. Get you some wheat bread. Don't do as I do. See if they got this in wheat. But another food that is dangerous for people with high blood pressure. Foods that are high in glycemic. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Foods that are high in glycemic. Those type of foods you need to stay away from. Stay away from. Okay? All they're doing is they elevate the blood level. That's all they're doing. They're elevating the blood level, and basically you don't need that in your life. I'm trying to get my bread together. So we're going to start browning our bread, y'all. So we can start putting our lobster in our bowls. And then I'm going to do the taste test and let you guys know whether this is a hit or a miss. Whether it's a hit or a miss. So we're going to take our bread and I'm going to put them face down first in the pan. Face down. And we're going to let those brown. And y'all, okay, let's see. Let's get back to what we were talking about. Dairy foods. So if you like dairy foods are, saturated fat comes from dairy foods. So you should not be taking in dairy foods if you're diabetic. You should not. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just telling you the truth. You should not be taking in dairy foods if you're diabetic. You should not. And you got to realize, and y'all, with cheese, a lot of people love cheese. A lot of people love cheese. And you know, lately, cheese ain't been really my thing. I ain't really been feeling cheese lately. But all cheese is milk, and they draw all the water out of it, and it leaves behind the fat, and that's what cheese is. That's all cheese is. That is all cheese is. Yes, it is. I'm gonna brown 2 more buns here, and so you should be staying away from any type of dairy products because it's not good for you. Definitely not good for you. And the last one is added sugar. Added sugar. And what I mean by added sugar is sugar that is not natural sugar, like coming from fruits. Some veggies probably have a little sweet taste to it, but if it's not coming from a fruit, that means that it's added. That means it's not natural. All sugar is added sugar. All that is it's unnatural, really. It's your body treats it like it's like a foreign object. You know, added sugar is like when you eat sugar that is processed sugar. That's what I call it, processed sugar. It's like when you put that in your body, it's tearing through your vessels because it's not real sugar. It's not real sugar. So you have to really read your labels if you're trying to stay away from all added sugars that are not natural sugars. That means that In order to do that, you got to know how to read your labels. You got to know how to read your labels. Because if they tell you on the label that it has 5 grams, 5 grams of 5 grams of sugar, 5 grams of sugar, but then it's like a 10, it's 10 servings in the pack. That means you got 50 grams of sugar in that pack. So you got to know how to read your labels when it comes down to being careful about taking in added sugar. You got to really know how to read your labels, or you just got to go with all natural and eat nothing but whole foods. You know, and all actuality, to make sure that you're not taking in any unnatural or fake sugar that are not coming from vegetables or fruits. You have to just eat whole food, eat natural. That real sugar means that it's only one ingredient. They don't have a whole lot of ingredients. And I'm gonna tell you, on a lot of that stuff in the store, they will have zero sugar, like the zero Cokes, zero sugar. But you got to be careful with that, because even though they don't have it saying that it has zero sugar in it, it has some type of sweetener in it, which is unnatural. It's an added sugar. It's like a fake sugar. They call it fake sugar. So a fake sweetener. That's what it's called. So you have to be careful with that, because they have about 75 names for added sugar that they put in products. So you got to know how to read your labels to identify the things that have sugar in it. So even though they probably say, oh, it got a half a milligram of sugar, but then you see other names, 4 names, and you don't recognize it, and it could be sugar. They just have a different name. So you have to be careful with that, and you have, like I said, you have to know how to read your labels. You have to know how to read your labels. If you don't know how to read your labels, then the best thing to do is just make sure that you eat whole foods, eat natural foods. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. And if you're diabetic, and especially if you're you got diabetes type 2 or on insulin, it ain't worth it. Eating all that processed stuff, eating all the saturated fats, eating all the drinking all the carbonated drinks, sweet drinks, eating all the pasta, the rice, and the bread. It's not worth it. It's not worth your health. It's not worth your life. Give that stuff up. Get your body right. Get it back on track. You want to live and not die. And in order to do that, you're going to have to take better care of your body. Everything is so like microwave right now. You know, like everything is so fast. People want to get food and pop it in the microwave and it's done. You know, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful. The best thing to do if you're suffering with diabetes and you're on insulin, or you just got diabetes, or you don't want to get diabetes, start eating fresh fruits, fresh veggies. You know, leave alone all that processed stuff. It ain't worth it. So let's go ahead and plate, y'all. Let's go ahead and taste these lobster rolls. Let's taste these lobster rolls. So we're gonna start first with this one, the mayonnaise, the one with the mayonnaise. And I'm gonna take one of my rolls here. And I hope this turn out good, y'all, because I hope I ain't waste no lobster here. I sure hope I ain't waste no lobster. Okay, that's going to be the first one. And we're going to put a little bit of dill on top. Put a little bit of dill on top of that one. And then for our next one, we are going to add this one, we're gonna see how this tastes. I hope it's good, y'all. I hope it's good. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna definitely let you know whether it's good or bad. I'm gonna add some more onions, some more garlic. That one looks really, really good. Okay, so here we go. These are mine. Somebody want to go live with me? No, we can't do that today. No, TikTok, we can't do that today. Okay, so here we go. These are my lobster rolls, y'all. My little bread right there. But I like it like that. It got a little crisp on it. But these are the lobster rolls. Don't they look good? So here we go for the taste test. Let's see. I'm going to try this one first. I want to try this one first. I'm going to try this one first. You're going to try this one. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah. This like it. Oh, I did that. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Hold on, y'all. Oh, they said my live gonna end. Refresh. Okay. The live on TikTok, I don't know why it's going out. What is going on? I ain't never seen that before. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Okay, so TikTok, y'all back. I don't know what that was about. But anyway, but y'all, this one right here, this is good. This is the one with the minced garlic, the celery, the onion. That's good. Look at that. That's good right there. That's good. Now I'm gonna try the other one. Y'all, this is good. Okay, we're gonna try the other one. Hey, Jazz. Too bad you don't eat seafood, Jazz. Hey, Deaconess. Deaconess Banner stuff. Now we're gonna try the one with the dill on the top, the fresh dill. We're gonna try this one now. This is the one we're gonna try. Let's see how this one tastes. Wait, let me get something to wash my mouth out so I can taste it naturally. Let me get some water. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try this one. Okay. It's good. I like it. But I think I like that one better. I think I like the one with the garlic better. But it's good. But the one with the garlic is really good. Really, really, really good. Mm-hmm. But this is the one right here that really tastes good with the garlic. That's one that I saute in the pan with the minced garlic, the butter, the onions, and the celery. They all been in together. I like that one better. Mm. That right there. Woo! I did that. I did that. Probably one of the best lobster rolls I've had in a long time. In a long time. But thank y'all for getting on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Thank y'all so much for getting on. I appreciate it. And go and try the recipes tonight. Have you some lobster rolls for dinner tonight. I'm pretty sure your family would love you for that. They will appreciate you for that. Even you, Jazz, even though I know you don't like seafood, but your family will appreciate that. Surprise them with some lobster rolls. But y'all, that's all I have, y'all. I just want y'all to know, continue to take care of yourselves. Continue to try to eat healthy. For those of you that have diabetes, I just pray and hope that the Lord bless you to just live and have a better, healthier life. And there are some things that you can do to help yourself with that. So take heed to that and go do what you need to do in order to get healthy and get yourself back on track. Okay? Thank y'all again. And I will see y'all on, remember, on YouTube. If you're not on my YouTube channel yet, get on my YouTube channel. I'm live every day in the month of May on my YouTube channel. Take it to the table with Juanita Orr. Take it to the table with Juanita Orr. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry, TikTok and YouTube. I had a call that came in. But yeah, take it to the table with Juanita Orr. Go and join my YouTube channel. I am live every day this month, the month of May. And like we went shopping the other day. What else we done so far? Oh, we went to an event on yesterday. So yeah, join my YouTube channel so you won't miss out on any of my lives. Just make sure when you get over there, hit the subscribe button and make sure that you hit the bell so you can get all of the alerts whenever I go live every day in the month of May. Okay? Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all on my next Cook and Chat.